Imagine being born with arms like serrated blades and a hunger that never ends. You don't have a family, you have 200 rivals. Welcome to the most intense life on 6 legs. Station 1. The Foam Fortress. You are not born in a bed or a nest, you are a prisoner of the Utheca. It's a structural masterpiece made of liquid foam that your mother whipped into a frenzy before it hardened into a wall stronger than industrial plastic. You've spent the entire winter in this frozen bunker, packed in with 200 of your closest relatives, while the world outside dropped to sub-zero temperatures. Inside, it's dark, it's cramped, and the oxygen is running low. But everything changes when the spring sun hits a specific angle. Suddenly, the first crack appears. A chemical signal ripples through the huddle, telling everyone, it's time. You don't climb out, you erupt. 200 translucent, alien-looking creatures pouring out like a slow-motion explosion. You weigh exactly 0.02 grams, which means you are so light that a single stray breeze could send you into another zip code before you even touch a leaf. You look at your brother, standing just 1 millimeter taller than you. In any other species, this is a family reunion, but for you, it's a high-stakes competition for resources. Your mother didn't leave a fridge full of snacks, and your metabolism is already redlining. If you don't find a fruit fly in the next 14 minutes, you're going to look at your sister's leg and think, is that organic? Statistics aren't in your favor. 50% of your siblings will disappear before the sun sets. It's not about fate, it's about the fact that you are all professional competitors from birth. You scramble to the highest leaf because you've already mastered the first rule. High ground is life. You find a tiny aphid. Your raptorial legs snap shut in 30 milliseconds. To a human, that's a blur. To you, that's just a Tuesday. Congratulations, you've survived the first hour. Only 3,000 more to go. Station 2. The Vulnerability Window. You are now 3 weeks old. You've successfully navigated the great sibling competition, but now you face a new enemy that lives inside you, your own body. Your skin is not a living, stretching organ, it's a rigid, chitinous cage. As you grow, it stays the same size, until the pressure becomes unbearable. To reach your next form, you have to undergo the most intense 20 minutes of your life, the molt. You hang upside down, using gravity as your only tool. You pump fluid into your thorax until the old skin finally splits down the back like a cheap suit. This is the critical window. If you fall now, you're done. If a gust of wind hits you, your new legs will harden crooked, and you'll be a cripple for life. Which, in this garden, lasts exactly 5 minutes. You emerge soft, white, and looking like a piece of wet paper towel. You are now the most targeted prize in the garden. Ants, spiders, even ladybugs, things you usually eat for breakfast, are now looking at you like a 5-star buffet. You have to wait perfectly still while your exoskeleton oxidizes and hardens. It takes exactly 45 minutes for your armor to come online. Your heart, a simple tube pumping colorless blood, is racing against the clock. Finally, you feel the click. The cuticle is hard. The professional is back in the game. Station 3. Five-eyed precision. Let's talk about your hardware, because it's built for one thing, precision. You don't have a complex brain like a dog. You have a decentralized processing system that reacts faster than thought. But your eyes? Your eyes are a masterpiece of biological engineering. You have 2 massive compound eyes, each housing 10,000 individual lenses. Between them are 3 ocelli, simple eyes that act like high-speed light sensors for the sky above. You don't just see the world, you calculate it in real time. You are the only insect on Earth with 3D stereopsis vision similar to a human. You can judge distance with a precision of 0.1 millimeters, which makes you a living rangefinder. And the neck? You are the only bug that can actually look over its shoulder, rotating your head 180 degrees to track a threat landing behind you. You see a bumblebee. It's twice your weight, it has a lethal stinger, and it's built like a tank. You don't care. You enter the ghost state. You sway back and forth, perfectly mimicking the 2 Hz frequency of a leaf in the wind. This is motion camouflage. The bee's primitive brain filters you out as background noise. You are 2 centimeters away. 1 centimeter. Snap. Your arms hit with the force of a tiny sledgehammer. The bee didn't even have time to deploy the stinger before your spine's locked into its joints. You start your meal from the top down, severing the nervous system first. Efficiency is everything. Station 4. The Stealth Radar. You are now 4 inches long, a heavy-duty resident of the garden. But the hierarchy here is unforgiving, and you aren't always at the top. Night falls, and this is when the aerial threats come out to hunt. Bats. A bat uses echolocation, sending out high-pitched signals that bounce off your body like a radar ping. To the bat, you are just a flying, high-protein snack. But remember your secret gadget? Hidden in the center of your chest, between your legs, is a single, specialized ear. It's tuned to one specific frequency, ultrasound. You hear the bat's radar lock onto you with a terminal buzz. You don't panic. You execute a tactical descent. You pull your wings in, shift your center of gravity, and drop like a stone through the dark. You pull between 8 and 10 Gs of force. For perspective, a human fighter pilot would black out at 9 Gs. You hit the grass, roll over, and instantly blend into the shadows. Statistics time. 60% of these encounters end in a successful escape because of this one maneuver. You are the only insect that has turned a predator's sonar into your own early warning system. The threat passes, the sky goes silent, and you live to see the sunrise. Station 5. The final mission. It's mid-August, and you are at the absolute peak of your power. You've successfully outsmarted spiders, moths, and even a small lizard that made a mistake. But now, your internal biology shifts. The hunger is replaced by the drive. You smell it on the wind, pheromones. It's a chemical signal of destiny. You find the female, but she is a giant compared to you. She is 6 inches of pure biological power, and she hasn't eaten in 2 days. This is the most dangerous meeting in the garden, a true suicide mission. You approach from her blind spot, moving only 1 millimeter every 10 seconds. If she turns her head, you have to become a statue, frozen in time. You are literally vibrating with tension, but your instincts won't let you stop. You complete the mission. You've done it. You're safe, right? Wrong. 25% of the time, the encounter ends with the male becoming a source of nutrients for his own offspring. Here is the biological reality. Your body is designed to keep going. Your nervous system has its own backup in the abdomen, allowing you to complete the process even if the main processor is offline. It's not about your survival anymore. It's about the 200 eggs that need that protein to survive the winter. Station 6. The cycle closes. If you are fast, you move on, but it won't change the ending written in your DNA. October brings the first frost. Your joints, once lubricated and fast, are now stiffening with every degree the temperature drops. Your brilliant 3D vision starts to blur as the lenses in your eyes begin to fail after a long, intense season. You look at the branch nearby, and there it is, a new ootheca. 200 new professionals, waiting in their foam bunker for a spring they haven't seen yet. You've lived for 12 months, which, in your world, is an absolute eternity. You didn't build a monument, and you didn't change the forest, but you were a perfect component in a very intense, natural machine. You find your final spot under a fading leaf as the world goes quiet. Somewhere else, the first egg is already starting to crack. The cycle continues.